Okay, we've discovered this rogue tomato, actually 10 of them, but did not see this one. We're going to transplant this, and I figured I would make a video to show the people how to transplant a tomato, or pretty much any plant for that matter, because everybody asks me why mine do not die. And all I can do is show people what I do, because I can't make any more personal appearances. So I figured I would make this video and also learn how to edit on YouTube. So please bear with me. This is one of my first edits. Thank you. Okay, one of the most important things when transplanting is to make sure your new pot has drainage. Yes, drainage. Make sure it has holes in the bottom of the pot, and you want to make sure that you have no clogged holes. So you want to sometimes use some rocks, which I've strategically set aside throughout this spring for this reason. So we put the rocks in the bottom of the pot, keeps the soil off the bottom. Then you want to prepare some nice soil, and that's what we're doing here. We have regular soil with a little potting soil, which makes it a little lighter. Mix in some fertilizer, and we make some happy soil. And that's about it. You take your happy soil, you put it in the pot, and you take it over to the area where you're going to extract your plant so that you're ready. And then the next thing you want to do is test your drainage, because drainage is so important. And before we remove the plant to be repotted, we want to test our drainage and have the pot ready. So that's what we'll do here. And we'll make sure everything's good. So you'll see we'll wet it. Not too much, just enough to see if it drains and make the soil nicey nice. And it's better to do this than to put the plant in first, because then you disturb the plant, and God forbid you have to adjust the soil or the rocks or whatever to induce drainage. You don't want to have to take the plant out. And then when extracting the plant, do it with love. Don't rip it by the jugular like my friends do. I tell them you have to be careful. They don't care. I come back, the plant's dead. So everything we did was for nothing. So I think that's kind of the reason. It's manhandling the plant. You have to kind of be careful, leave a ball on the bottom, and take it out, and just proceed with care. That's all. And you'll see here, we pull the plant out. I'll make a little hole right in the center of the bucket with my hand. And you always want to remember, you don't want to have any bottom leaves on the bottom, because when leaves or branches of your tree or plant sit in the soil, it induces disease, and plants are very temperamental when you first transplant them. So you'll see I'll rip off the bottom of these plants so none of the leaves are sticking in the soil. We'll take off the two bottom, and we'll just make sure it's upright, not overhandle it, and give it some food, some water throughout the next month. And this thing will be off to the races, I bet. I think it looks like a yummy tomato plant sitting in some yummy soil. And good luck.